Hello and welcome. Chris from Missouri here, bringing you another episode about vintage baseball cards. In this video, I'm going to show you a couple of cards, mainly gifts, but also something that I just got in the mail. And then I'm going to talk to you about what I got going on this channel and maybe some strategies of collecting heading toward an all vintage show in Strongsville, Ohio. So sit back and relax. I'm going to be kind of in a lot of different places, but just do me a favor and follow along with me. First, I want to talk to you about two brand new YouTubers that have come to my attention, and I'm talking brand new. I'm talking less than 2 videos. So when you watch their videos, understand that. But I think they got some talent, and I think they're kind of here to stay. We're going to have to put up with them. One of them is my friend Mike. He started off with his name as Mojo's Vintage Cards, but I think he's changing it to Jayhawker. Try to find it. And again, he's going to be around long enough that we can make fun of him later on. But if you find it, give it a like and subscribe to it. Give it a chance. But Mike's from Kansas. He's friends with, or he's become a little bit of friends, I believe, with Jason, Everyday Card Collector, who's also a Kansas fan. And you know, me being from Missouri, there's just a long-standing rivalry between the two states. But I'm going to give him a little bit of a chance, even though my brain tells me otherwise. But again, try to look up Jayhawker somewhere, sports cards or something, and I'll get back with you on his name. And the other guy I want to talk to you about, who I probably like more than Mike, of course, because he's not from Kansas, but he is from British Columbia. And for those of you that don't know your U.S. geography, British Columbia is not from the United States. It's in Canada. And my friend there is Scott. And his moniker, or his name, is Card Farmer 1976, I believe. I believe that number's right. Don't hold me to it, but when you're going to be able to find it sometime. And he's only done one video. But the reason I like him more than Mike, other than he's not from Kansas, is the fact that he gave me some cards. And so let me show you a couple cards that he gave me. This is a Johnny Bench card. And what I like about this is an OPC card. So on the back, it's got English and Canadian. You know, and what I say by Canadian, I believe that's in French. So anyway, it's an OPC Johnny Bench, and I love it and I appreciate it. But he didn't just stop right there. He ended up giving me, now you're going to have to help me on this one, but this is a 1948 Dale, and it's a Walter Johnson Tris Speaker card, and it's an old magazine cutout, and that's pretty cool. Let me turn it around this way. Hope you can see it the correct way. But that's really nice. Now, he didn't just stop there. He decided he was going to really become a better friend of mine than Mike and giving it an old try. And I actually had a similar card of this. And this is a 1963 card. And it is of Honus Wagner, telling his story to a little kid. And it's a playing days card, or it's a playing card, and this is the Queen of Hearts. Now again, I had one similar to this. I actually don't know. I traded it or gave it away to somebody, and so this kind of has made kind of a complete circle to me. And so give those guys, open them up with your warm arms and bring them into the fold. Watch their channel, give them a chance. Don't hold it against Mike that he's from Canada. And he's from Kansas, and don't hold it against Scott that he's from the homeland of Stephen with a PH and Mike Canadian Cards. So another card that I'm going to show you is a card that I got in the mail from eBay. Now, I've already had the Tony Oliva match with Mike on our Showcase Showdown. And I beat Mike on this Tony Oliva thing. It's one of my few wins of the year. But for some reason, I got this in the mail, which I think I even have a 7 that I played on Showcase Showdown. So my keeping track of cards, even though I think that I'm organized, I really struggle on occasion. Now, all that being said, it's fine and dandy. Right now on my channel, I'm doing the show on Thursdays. That's called Just a Bit Outside, and it's where I show rookie cards before 1980 of players that are just a little bit outside the Hall of Fame. That is slowing down a little bit because I've already showed over 50 cards, and I have to pick up some more cards. But I'm thinking about keeping that going in a way. But also, I have this new thing that I'm working out that I want to keep. I want to keep the same kind of people that are watching this channel that I have, this show that I have coming up. And I'll let you know as we get closer to it, because I really enjoy the viewers that are watching that show. They're, I don't know, they just seem like they have a great knowledge of baseball, and for some reason we just fit in. Now, we have a show coming up at Strongsville, Ohio, and those of you that aren't going are already been tired of hearing this for about 4 months about Strongsville, Ohio. And then what's even worse is after the show, which we are I'm not 8 days away from being there, and so after the show, you're going to see tons and tons of videos of that card show. Now, for those of you that are vintage collectors and aren't going, maybe someday you could put it on your bucket list, because I think it's worthy of that. For those of you that don't collect vintage cards, I understand why you're not going, and I understand why you'd be tired of hearing videos about it. But I look forward to seeing you at different card shows, and just know that you mean just as much to me as the old farts that are collecting the vintage cards, and some young farts too. So let me show you just a little bit. I want to show you something. It's kind of a strategy of mine that I'm working on. I'm making a list of cards that I don't have to complete sets. Now, I am not a set collector, but I do collect Hall of Famers of every set, and I'm really trying to collect all the Hall of Famers from 1948, maybe even 1939. That all the Hall of Famers from 1939, all the way up to 1980, and even past 1980. But what I'm doing this year is I'm going after cards from 1948 to 1959, all year long, that are Hall of Famers that I don't have in those from 48 to 59. I'm trying to get all the Hall of Famers. And so, for instance, here's some of the cards. So I write these down so I can carry this light book with me. And it's different than my black book that I used to carry that had all my cards in it. Now, this is basically a list of cards I'm trying to pick up this year. And so far, I've probably picked up half a dozen of these cards, but they're getting harder and harder to pick up. For instance, on my 48 leaf, I got the Satchel Paige and the Bob Feller and the George Kell and the Enos Slaughter that I'm trying to pick up. Now, I'm carrying around this because this is a smaller list now of having the cards that I already have on a piece of paper. And for instance, 1949, Bowman, I need a Lou Boudreau to finish that set. So I'm taking this list with me, and it's part of the cards that I'm trying to get. Now, my friend Rocket Rick, I believe, and I know Ray from Philly, and my friend Mike, baseball card collector, collect the book of the 300 Great Cards by Mike Payne. We're trying to get all the cards, all 300 of the cards from the 20th century. And Mike, I believe, have 259 maybe, or something like that. Ray has a lot. And here's the cards that are going to be tough cards but I have them in a list. So if I run across one in Strongsville, I might think really hard about picking one up. And that's cards like the 1954 Wilson Wieners, Campanella, and Hodges, and then just some tougher cards, the 1941 Gowdy, Melott, or the 1937 O.P.G. DiMaggio. I mean, I have a long list. But then I also have a list of cards that I'm going after. And what I do is I make it from the big cards all the way down. I start from my biggest, which the card that I want the most is the Leaf Satchel Paige. Now, guys, that's a $30,000 card in a low condition card. I'm not taking $30,000 with me to Strongsville. If I had $30,000, it would go somewhere else, right? But what I am going to do after this video is I'm going to go through the cards that I have to sell, or the cards that I have that I might want to try to trade. And if I'm going to get that Satchel Paige card, it's going to hurt. Meaning I'm going to have to give up something maybe up here. Maybe the 52 Jackie Robinson tops, or the 53 Mickey Mantle that I have. Some cards like that are easy for a salesman or card dealer to sell. I'm going to try to take something for them, and it's going to hurt, but it would be easier for me to pick up a 53 Topps Mantle, even though that's hard, than it'd be easier than trying to find that Satchel Paige, and I think I'm going to find that Satchel Paige somewhere. Now, if I don't get that Satchel Paige, I'm going after a Willard's Babe Ruth is second on the list. Third on the list is a George Kell rookie card. Fourth on the list is Bob Feller. Now, I'm looking for, that's my strategy. That's what I'm going to do. But Strongsville is going to be fun. If you see me at the next, any shows the rest of the year, any shows, please come up and talk to me and let me know that you watch the channel. And especially in Strongsville. Strongsville is going to be fun. It's going to be a time that I believe that I can rejuvenate my collecting a little bit. Not that I'm struggling right now with that, but you know what? It's kind of the quarter way through my card collecting year, and it's a big show for me. I'm going to do Showcase Showdown Live with Mike the Friday of the show. There's going to be a trade night the Saturday of the show, hosted by 4 collectors. It's going to be fun. But I tell you what, the most fun is going to be writing down somebody's phone number or address on a napkin while I'm sharing a drink or a story with them. So please become part of that group. If you can hear me talking, and you're going to be at that show, come to the Best Western Hotel on Friday night to our meet and greet. It's free. Come on in. We're going to have some kind of food maybe. There's going to be a lot of shaking hands and telling stories and showing cards, and it's going to be a great time if you're a card collector. It's going to be a great time. Now, guys, again, take a look at Jayhawker cards. Take a look at Card Farmer 1976. Come say hi to me when you get a chance. And guys, remember, this is just a hobby. Collect what you like.